Good evening, everyone. I'm Trustee Stephen Alfasi. This is our reorganization meeting, and obviously it's a great event. We're going to be swearing in our mayor once again, our trustees again, and to start this, I'd like to bring up Father Rosser, please, with the invocation. Would you like us to stand, or?
Sure. Very great. Let us pray. Almighty and eternal God, you have revealed your glory to all the nations. You are God of power and might, of wisdom and justice. Only through you, authority is rightly administered, laws are enacted, and judgment is decreed. Assist with your spirit of wisdom and counsel and fortitude and right judgment our newly re-elected mayor and the re-elected trustees of our village of Tuckahoe. May they be enabled by your powerful protection to discharge their duties with honesty and ability, especially the most vulnerable of our people, the sick and the weak, the powerless, the immigrant, the youth and elderly. We likewise commend to your unbounded mercy the citizens of the village of Tuckahoe and all the citizens of the United States of America. May we as a country be blessed in knowledge and sanctified in the observance of your holy law. May we be preserved in union and that peace which the world cannot give, and after enjoying the blessings of this life, be admitted to those which are eternal. We pray to you, who are Lord and God, forever and ever. Amen.
And now I'd like to call up Jason Chin, a Life Scout, Boy Scout Troop 353, Eastchester, for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There are quite a few distinguished and honored guests here this evening. I won't be calling out anyone. I'm going to leave that to Mayor Eklund to do. So please, if you would stand up, Mayor Eklund, and Judge Fuller, if you'd administer the oath. Now, if you will, Mayor Eklund, please join me, and I'll turn this meeting over to our distinguished mayor, Mayor Stephen Eklund.
Thank you. Well, thank you. That's a good feeling, and thank you very much. Appreciate that. Well, we're actually going to continue this process, so Judge, if you could now please administer the oath of office to Trustee Tom Giordano, please. Congratulations, Tom. Come on up, make yourself comfortable. And Judge, we have one more, so please, okay. If you would please administer the oath of office to Trustee Greg Luisi.
That I will faithfully execute the office of trustee trustee of the Village of Tuckahoe, will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York. So help me God. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Greg. Come on up and take a seat at the table. We have a couple of elected officials here tonight, and I would like to recognize them and ask them if they wanted to come to the mic. We have Assemblywoman Amy Paulin, if you want to come and say a few words.
I just wanted to be here and wish you well and congratulate you on your reelection, and to let you know that I'm here if you need me for any business, state or interactions with any municipalities locally. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We have Senator Latimer here as well.
Well, thanks very much. I, too, wanted to be here. This is a wonderful civil ceremony in which you can show the real-world effect of Jefferson democracy right here in Tuckahoe, where you run for office and you compete, and then the voters decide, and then you do the best that you can for your community. As Amy said, we'll try to work with you in every way we can. We know we've got some pending issues, so we'll come back when it's time to talk some substance. But for tonight, congratulations. All the very best, and thank you for your service.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, I'm going to ask my colleagues here on the board if they have a couple of brief comments to make, and we're going to start with, on my left here, Trustee Steve Alfasi.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to congratulate, obviously, the trustees, both my friend Greg, my friend Tom, and certainly the mayor, Steve Eklund. They've served this board with distinction, with pride, and certainly with competence. And that's what the short time that I've been on the board, for about a year now, I've noticed the complete competence that each member has. I know Trustee Quigley couldn't make it tonight, but equally so. And their dedication is unrivaled. You really have a wonderful board serving you.
Thank you. Trustee Giordano.
Thank you, Mayor Eklund. I'd just like to also thank Senator Latimer, Assemblywoman Paulin, and all of you, Father Rasser, and all of our judges and all of our distinguished guests who came this evening. Thank you for that. I am privileged to serve another 2 years on this board under the administration of Mayor Eklund, who in my mind is unrivaled in his dedication to this village. So it's my privilege to be able to do so again, along with my distinguished colleagues. I echo Trustee Alfasi's sentiments that we have a dedicated and competent board, and it makes it a pleasure to serve. And what also makes it a pleasure is that the people who constitute our village administration, all of our departments, all of the people who carry out the day-to-day services that our village do a great job. They do an inspirational job. They make our village a great place to live, a beautiful place to live, a safe place to live. I'm proud to live here, and I'm proud to serve all of you. So thank you.
That's very nice. Thank you. Greg Luisi, Trustee Luisi.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a few comments. Again, I'd like to thank our distinguished guests for attending tonight. And I also would like to thank everyone who took the time to vote in this past election. I'd like to thank those who displayed a lawn sign or made a phone call to a family or a friend reminding them to come out to vote. I cannot thank you enough for your support. A huge thank you to my wife of 36 years for her endless support. To all of my family and friends who have continued to support me throughout my life. I am honored to begin my third term serving all the residents of Tuckahoe. The coming years will be exciting as Tuckahoe continues to grow as a desirable community for people to live and work in. What once were vacant lots or local gas stations are now being transformed. The completion of 2 residential developments and the projected Marriott Hotel will do much to change the fabric of the village. I will be ever mindful of the impact this will have on the village and support initiatives that will address the concerns of residents. I will continue to work with our very talented department heads and all our village employees to continue to provide the quality of services our residents receive. The day-to-day daily village operations will continue to need sound financial planning and reasonable investment in long-term capital projects. I remain committed to keeping Tuckahoe affordable by continuing to make sound decisions based on what's good for all its residents. In the coming months, I would like to consider the concerns of Tuckahoe residents and business owners that have been expressed at various board meetings. I would like to open a public discussion with my fellow board members and the community about continuing to allow what is known as fast food establishments in Tuckahoe. At the very least, the issue of how many same-type business establishments should be allowed in a specified radius should be explored. The end result should allow new and current business owners to be successful and provide amenities to our community. I look forward to continuing this work with my fellow board members and Mayor Eklund. I take very seriously the responsibility this office entails and remain committed to continuing to do what is best for all the residents of Tuckahoe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well said. I just have a couple of comments. First, I want to thank Father Rosser and Judge Fuller for participating in tonight's ceremony. I also want to thank Jason Chin, who is who's probably an Eagle Scout right about now, because from this room, he was going down the hall for his Eagle Scout Board of Review. And if he is successful in that endeavor, which is probably wrapping up maybe another half an hour, he will be an Eagle Scout. So congratulations to him if he is successful, and I'm sure he will. And I want to thank him very much for his service to our community, as well as all the Scouts. And my son is one of them, who's sitting here too. So that leads me to, I always make this mistake, so I'm not going to make it this year. I want to thank my wife. Tom, I'm going to give you that chance. And everyone jokes and they kid me because I always seem to forget. But I want a very special thanks to my wife, Marianne, and my son, Dylan. They've supported me in my service to our community, the community that's been home to our family for over 100 years now. And I've served on this board for over 11 years. This is my third term as mayor. And it's a time commitment it's time that I am not able to spend with family, but it's important. And I think it's important that my son sees that community service is important, regardless of whether you live in Tuckahoe or any place. So I just want to thank you again for putting up with me in that regard. Congratulations to my colleagues, Tom and Greg. You guys have done great things over the last 4 years now, and you're going to continue to do great things. This is a great board, as you mentioned. We work well together. We have very good dialogue at our meetings. Most of the time, people will see that our voting history is 5-0, and that's not because we're just trying to get through a meeting quickly, or we're just trying to fast track something just so we can get home and watch the basketball game, which will be in 30 minutes. That's not the case at all. We spend an awful lot of time discussing it, talking about it, and it's because of that good dialogue and because of the respect that we have for each other, regardless of party affiliation, that we do come to a meeting of the minds, and we do compromise on quite a few issues in the village. So we do great work up here. I'm proud of what we've done, and I'm very proud of what we're going to be doing in the next 2 years. So thank you all for putting your confidence in me for another 2 years here. So is there anybody from the public who wanted to say anything? And if not, I see we have a lot of Bronxville students in the house tonight, so thank you very much. I think they're having their Bronxville reorganization meeting tonight, so thanks for choosing Tuckahoe tonight. That's great. I'm going to now ask the deputy clerk, who will in a couple of minutes be our village clerk, to please call the roll.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
I am here tonight, yes. Thank you.
What are we in favor of?
That's all right.
I'm in favor of being here.
That's right.
Thanks for doing that.
Tom, we try to mask it over for you.
That's all right. That's okay. We Even Camille's laughing at us, so that's good. You know what? If you can laugh at yourself, you're doing a good job. So, Trustee Steve Quigley is not here tonight. You can see he's absent. He mentioned a couple of weeks ago that he had a annual family trip that he went on, and he said, Mayor, he said, you know, I'm really torn, and I said, stop right there. Family, of course, is paramount and first, so he is enjoying himself on a nice family reunion. So we send our best to him, and we'll see him next week. We have a board meeting here next week. So tonight's agenda is very brief. I have a few appointments to make, so I'm going to start first with the appointment of Thomas Giordano as Deputy Mayor for a one-year term. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Do I have a second for that?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
Present.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
That's very good. Very much in favor. Thank you so much, Tom, for taking that role again. I appreciate it. Deputy Mayor Tom Giordano. Acting Village Justice Michael O'Toole. Do I have a motion for that position?
So moved.
Do I have a second for that?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And at this point, I would like to ask Judge Fuller if you would please administer the oath of office to Judge O'Toole. Here you go.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office
that I will faithfully execute the office
of acting village justice
of acting village justice
of the village of Tuckahoe
of the village of Tuckahoe
and will,
and will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
So help me.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Did you want to say a word or two? Sure, maybe go to the mic. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank the mayor and the board for showing confidence in me again for my 25th one-year appointment as acting village justice through Republicans, Democrats, others. It's been a long time, but Judge Fuller's been here 10 years longer than me, so we have a lot of experience on the bench. I think it bodes well for Tuckahoe. I think between us and with the help of our court clerk, Maureen Stevens, behind me here, Tuckahoe gets great value out of what the judiciary provides here. I was thinking this morning that I better thank my wife too, because you know I don't want to fall into bad habits. I was thinking this morning that with the 25th appointment, I was thinking back to the first village or town of Eastchester job I had, which was in 1968 as a recreation counselor when I was 16. And over the ensuing 48 years or so, I've had a volunteer or paid position with the town and village for 43 of those years. Doesn't seem that long. And even when I got my first appointment, I saw somebody had taken a photo of my swearing in that night. I was a lot blonder, a lot less gray. But it's been 25 interesting years, and I look forward to doing some more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
That's going to move us on to the next appointment, which is the appointment of village administrator, and I am appointing David Burke to that position for a term of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. Thank you, David. Great job you're doing, too. And now we're going to get to the appointment of our village clerk, which I'm appointing Camille DeSalvo for a term to run for 2 years. And do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Camille is filling the shoes of Susan Chamara, who was here for just about 50 years. And so those are some difficult shoes to fill. She's been with us for, how many years have you been with us now, Camille?
Almost 8.
Almost 8 years. So she's done a great job, well earned, and we look forward to very much to having you as our village clerk.
Thank you.
But with that comes additional duties, and one is the Registrar of Vital Statistics, and I'm appointing Camille DeSalvo to that position for a term of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that appointment?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. In addition to that, she will also be the receiver of taxes, and that's going to be Camille DeSalvo for a period of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And our assessor, I am appointing Todd Hutton in for a term of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And our village attorney is going to be the appointment of Gary Gertzen for a term of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And another great selection. Thank you very much. He's filling the shoes of John Cavallaro, who was our village attorney for many years, and you're doing a great job, Gary. Thank you. Chairperson of our planning board, Antonio Leo, I'm making that appointment for a term of 1 year. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And Chairperson of the Zoning Board of Appeals, I'm appointing Ron Gallo for a period of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And Chairperson of the Sign and Awning Board, Barbara Niemanen, for a period of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And our village historians could be none other than Phil and Alice White, and I'm making that appointment for a term of 1 year. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. I will be designating the following banks for the Village of Tuckahoe, each for a period of 1 year. The Hudson Valley Bank, J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, Wells Fargo Bank, and Webster Bank. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. I am also designating 2 newspapers for the Village of Tuckahoe, the first being the Town Report, and the second, the Eastchester Rising. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Actually, I think I need to change they changed the name of that paper,
Yes,
right?
it's the
It
Eastchester
is the
Review
Eastchester Review. Sorry, I had an old
and the
agenda.
Eastchester Rising.
And the Eastchester Rising. Thank you very much. Motion?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. That's going to bring us to just 2 resolutions. The first is a resolution adopting the village procurement policy dated April 6, 2015. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. And resolution number 2 is readopting the present investment policy on file with the village clerk. Do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Giordano.
In favor.
Trustee Luisi.
In favor.
Trustee Alfasi.
In favor.
Mayor Eklund.
In favor. Well, that's it. Reorganization meeting is just that. We reorganize our positions and offices for the year. We will have our first official business of the new administration with the renewal of this administration, which will take place next Monday. So with that, that's going to wrap up the business of the village's annual reorganization meeting. So I will ask for a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Do I have a second for that?
Second.
Till next time, Tuckahoe, have a very good evening.